Hello, everyone, and welcome into another episode of Conversations with Chris and Cameron. I'm Chris Beesmore, and
And I'm Cameron Waddle.
how are you doing?
I'm doing great, doing great. Excited. Football week's here.
I'm
We're
doing
officially here.
I'm doing well too. I'm a little tired. It's been a little long week, but hey, college football, started last Saturday. A lot of games tonight throughout the week into the weekend, and I'm excited. College football is back, like you were saying.
Oh yeah, we're officially back. A
Yeah,
bunch of good games
back.
too. The next 5 days, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, next 5 days. We're back, baby, and I'm also a Dairy Queen worker now, if y'all didn't know. Not really, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, real quick, we're going to drop two separate episodes tomorrow. We're going to, of course, drop this episode. It's going to be just previewing every Kentucky football game this year, predicting the record. Plus, we're going to be talking about UK's matchup against Toledo, and then we'll drop the second part of the Jeff Badet and Garrett Johnson interview. And then the second podcast episode we're going to upload. I was only a part of it. Sadly, Cameron didn't make it, but I'll be uploading the Knox interview I had with him. It was a great interview. Thoroughly, really enjoyed talking to him about his life, his career, and then also why he's a UK fan as well.
yeah. Knox seemed awesome. I wish I could have made it for that one, but yeah. The I've already watched the full first hour of the Juice and Jeff. That was awesome. So those guys were amazing. So I hope you guys watch that first one and catch the second one. But yeah, bunch of good interviews being released. So it's been fun recently.
Yeah, and getting John Wall also on the podcast was great.
Yeah, decent guest there, John Wall.
Yep. But also, don't forget to check out Knox Deluxe's album that comes out on Friday as well. That's also one of the reasons why I interviewed him. So, check out his deluxe album and then also his very first album he ever made if you haven't checked it out too.
Yeah. Shout out to Knox. Shout out him
Yeah.
for jumping on
All
the
right.
on the program.
But enough talking about that. Let's get into the season and we're going to go game by game. We're not going to go really too far into depth for each game. We'll be, of course, going into depth of the Toledo game since, that's Saturday, but we're just going to go through every game and predict our win losses right now. So let's get into it, Cameron. What are you saying? Toledo, win or loss, do you think?
I think it's a win, but it's been a popular like the public has started to shift a little bit where I've seen numerous predictions at this point where they have Toledo upsetting Kentucky. And the line has moved a lot. But I think that honestly is more fuel to the fire for Kentucky to kind of win this one and get the season started off right. So I think we get the win versus Toledo, but they're obviously a very good team. And on my own personal channel, I had them as the playoff team this year. I think Boise will lose a couple. I think out of those G5 teams,
Yeah.
Toledo, I think is going to be the one that comes out and makes the playoff. But yeah, so with that being said, very good team. But I think Kentucky starts off with the W at home.
Yeah, I think they start off with the W as well. I think they'll win. Of course, I think the line is right now 9.5 favorites, point favorites UK right now. So of course the line has been dropping, but I just don't see UK losing against Toledo in their first matchup, especially since it's at home. I know they struggle a little bit like the very first two games of the year or so, or very first game of the year at least with defense and offense, but usually once the second half comes around, then they're fine. So I do thoroughly expect a win though for UK.
Yeah, same here. I expect the Cats to end up winning this one, hopefully comfortably, because last year we played a Southern Miss team and led 31 nothing at half before the thunderstorm and all of that. But
Yeah.
hopefully we come out with the same type of fire where we just get a commanding lead and just hold it.
Yeah, I was there against Southern Miss back in 2016. That was not fun.
Oh yeah, the 2016 was no,
Yeah,
that's
losing that in
yeah,
the second half, Drew Barker getting injured, so very fun time.
yeah.
But moving on from game one to game two now, it's Kentucky versus Ole Miss. I expect a loss. I expect that Lane Kiffin will get his revenge in Lexington because, of course, UK had a miracle last year and somehow upset Ole Miss, and nobody was expecting that, and it came out of nowhere. And then, of course, Kentucky wasn't the best after that. They only won two more games after that. They beat, what was it, Murray State, and then, of course, they also beat, who else was it? I'm blanking. I
Well,
think,
last year
yeah, last year.
beat wait. We didn't play Tennessee Tech last year too, did we?
No, I don't think so, but you get my point. They only won, I think, two more games after that Ole Miss game last year, so I don't expect UK to defeat Ole Miss though this year, even though it is in Lexington. But it would be great if UK can beat Ole Miss though and start out 2-0, then like anything can happen this year.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. I also think that one's probably a loss, but they are replacing a ton. So that's a big reason why some people are giving us a fighting chance in that one, and we beat them last year, like you said. So, but I think that is fuel for Lane Kiffin, and I'm a big fan of Austin Simmons. It's first year starting quarterback for them.
Yeah,
One of the smartest guys in college football right now. Absolute gunslinger. Had a really good drive against Georgia last year. That's kind of the one that stands out for people's memories right now. But I think with him being at the helm this year, have a good transfer tight end to replace what they lost last year. So I think they're going to be very good. I don't think they're going to be near as talented, obviously, because they
yeah,
had a crazy team last year. But I think we'll lose that one and go into the third game 1-1
yeah.
after beating Toledo, losing to Ole Miss.
Yeah, and I'll take, going into the season 1-1, of course, we all want 2-0 if we can. We, of course, play Eastern Michigan for the third game. That should be an easy win. I know probably a lot of player or a lot of fans will be interested in seeing that one player on Eastern Michigan. I won't say the player's name,
Oh
I'm
no.
not trying to get canceled, but the guy's first name is Noah. And then, of course, y'all can look up the roster and see what his last name is.
Yeah, no, he's been social media famous for sure.
For sure. But yeah, there's no way Kentucky loses to Eastern Michigan. If they do, Mark Stoops deserves to be fired.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a very, very, very bad loss. That would not that they'll be a really bad team, but just for where we're at and the talent difference, there's no reason we should be even close in that one. That should be a big time W.
Yeah, well, it is a really bad team to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be like horrendous. Like they're not going to be as bad as some teams we've ever played, but
Yeah,
I think they'll be fine in the MAC this year. But yeah,
yeah. So 2-1 going into the fourth game. The fourth game is at South Carolina, and I think you can just chalk that up to a loss. Shane Beamer has just, owned Mark Stoops, and it's sad to see because, UK was doing so well the past few years before, Shane Beamer took over, but since then, like, it's been Beamer ball, and Beamer has been owning UK and Mark Stoops.
yeah, yeah. And sadly, like you said, like we had owned Carolina for years, but then. Yeah, recently Shane Beamer, because technically our only like win against him is one that got vacated. So technically, according to the record book, Stoops has never beat Beamer. So I am worried about that one, and obviously very very tough environment. It'll be a solid team this year. They're not going to be near as good as what they were last year,
Hmm.
but I still think this will probably be an L on the road in Columbia. So yeah, I think we're 2-2 at this point after the South Carolina game. But like you said, it'll just be a difficult one.
Yeah, and if UK just ran the ball more in 2022 with Ray Davis, I feel like they would have won that game in South Carolina.
Yep. Yeah, he only got the ball like 10 times. It was something stupid. He
Yeah.
should have got it more.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were saying that, he could have been sick, but then his father was like, he wasn't sick, he was perfectly healthy, but, like he looked a little fatigued during that game for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish we could have got that one. That one would have been a nice little W.
Yeah, and of course, the one player you have to watch out on the defensive side of the ball for South Carolina is Dylan Stewart. You can't forget about him. Him being a true freshman last year and only going to be a sophomore this upcoming year is going to be insane for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be very good. He was barely beat out by Colin Simmons last year as the best defensive freshman in the country. And then he was a little bit overshadowed media-wise by Kyle Kennard last year that won the Nagurski Award for the Gamecocks. But Dylan Stewart now going into year two where he is the head of the defense and the main guy out there. He'll have just so many teams worried about him going into it. He's going to be the one to definitely watch out for because he had his fair share of whooping us last year,
Yeah.
and now he gets us at home. So I am a little worried about him.
Yeah, I mean, before we talk about our next opponent with Georgia, I just remember seeing highlight videos of him because I think UK played South Carolina, what, week 2 or 3 last
Week two.
Yeah, week 2. I just remember. seeing highlights of him from the very first game, I'm thinking to myself, he's only a freshman? I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
I think it was like Old Dominion, I think, who they started with. It was something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. But just I saw his highlights, and he was only a freshman. I'm like, this guy's insane. I'm like, whatever he's getting paid right now with NIL isn't enough.
Yeah. Yeah. That freshman class last year was second to none. That was the best freshman class I've ever seen in my life. And Dylan Stewart was one of the names up there with the best of them. So,
Yeah, for sure. But enough talking about the South Carolina game. So right now we are looking like we are 2-2 from the both of us. So
yep.
going into the Georgia game, it's a noon game, so that's usually a little bit better for UK. But I remember a couple years ago, whenever UK faced off against Georgia during that night game, it went terrible. Like for UK,
Yeah.
they got blown out. But since it's a noon game, hopefully it'll be a little bit closer this time around. But I do expect another loss to Georgia, and hopefully one year UK can actually defeat Georgia because it's been a while. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a minute. Should have had that one last year. But
Yeah.
uh, yeah, with it being a noon game, like you said, it's a little bit better for us. But yeah, I don't think there's really, I mean, Kirby always talks about how much he respects Kentucky in general. Um, but I just don't see us winning this one. This Georgia team's gonna be special this year.
Yeah.
So and
Yeah.
on the road, it's gonna be very difficult.
I expect another like low scoring game, like 23-7 Georgia or something like. I don't think Georgia probably blows out UK. Like I said, if it was a night game in Georgia, I would say, something completely different. But I expect it to be low scoring, but Georgia, of course, winning. So now we're at 2-3, so not great. Maybe some fans at this point will be like, we need Cutter Boley playing instead of Zach Calzada.
Yeah, yeah, I would definitely expect some of that by this point if we're 2-3.
Yeah, and then of course. UK will play against Texas the next matchup. It's at home this year, so that's good. And UK kept it pretty close last year. I know Brock Vandegrift played for a little bit, and then he scored basically the only touchdown for UK. I believe it was to Josh Caddis, and then of course
Yep.
true freshman Cutter Boley. Now he's a redshirt freshman, got some playing time, and he looked great. He never, of course, scored for UK during that Texas game, but he looked great offensively, and everybody was like, "Wow, he could be like the next, great quarterback at UK, and also from Lexington, homegrown talent, and he could easily do that come his redshirt sophomore year if he keeps it up."
Yeah, yeah, he played really well against Texas last year, but this Texas team this year. They are obviously they lost a ton. They lost first round talent across the board, but
Mhm.
returning Anthony Hill and Colin Simmons on that defense, they're basically bringing back all the necessities. The defensive line loses a little bit, and then they lose Jahdae Barron in the secondary, but they're going to be very very good. It's going to be the best defense in the country, in my opinion. It'll be them or Clemson, but um, so it's going to be a very difficult game, and they're going to play the style that. They're going to be able to have the run game. They're going to be able to do whatever they really want. They're going to bring a style to Lexington that we're basically going to play similar, but they're going to have obviously a lot more talent. So we'll see how this game goes for us. But I have it as an L. I just think they're going to be too good defensively, and then
Yeah.
obviously there's a big question mark offensively, but I think they'll be very good still on that side. So I have an
Yeah.
L for that one.
I still think Arch Manning is one of the most overrated quarterbacks. Hopefully, you proves me wrong, but I just feel like he's very overrated. Like I said, I could be wrong come, the first game of the year or, the third or fourth game, but, that's how I feel about him.
Yeah, I'm more in the boat of he will live up to the expectations just because. He's very level-headed, and I don't think he lets it get to him. Like obviously the media is the one that like technically overrate him.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be really good. He's never played a full quarter against a team that's been above 500. He only played limited snaps against Ohio State last year, and so we'll see how he ends up being. But I think he's gonna be awesome. I think he can be a really good player. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see how he ends up being. But yeah, I think it's just an L nonetheless.
Yeah, I think it's NL, and I know my girlfriend, she wants the Colts to draft him, as their next quarterback because my girlfriend is a big Colts fan and everything, and she hates Anthony Richardson. Like, it's not a fan of him at
Well, at
all.
least she gets Daniel Jones though. So
Yeah, got Daniel Jones, definitely
yeah,
a better upgrade than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. I don't know what the Colts are really doing, but they might have a chance to draft Arch, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so now we're at 2-4, going into the season, and probably a lot of whispers saying Mark Stoops needs to be fired. Zach Calzada should be replaced by Cutter Boley at this point. Our next matchup is against Tennessee at home, and whenever I was going through this, I just feel like Kentucky will officially get a win against Tennessee. I think it's the first win against Tennessee since 2017 at home. I just believe
And we
they
beat them 2020.
20 well in Knoxville, I'm saying.
Oh, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying 2017 at home.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so I believe UK finally snaps their losing streak. They're going to move to 3-4 this year. I just, like I just have a sixth sense that they're finally going to beat Tennessee first time since 2017 at home, first time since 2021 against Tennessee. So it'll be a great win for Mark Stoops, and they'll be 3-4 in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were going to do in that one. I also have a win against Tennessee. Part of me just couldn't put an L as a prediction against Tennessee just because I hate them so much. But uh, yeah, I think it'll be a good game. They downgraded quarterback wise. Nico is better than Joey Aguilar, but Joey Aguilar is he's not going to try to take over games in ways that Nico did, where it ended up screwing the balls. Um, so that helps them, if anything. So and then Aguilar, he kind of fits Josh Heupel. He fits him because he has the strengths that he needs to succeed in a Heupel system. So they'll be very good. But I think they just lost way too much. They'll have a lot of weight put on Matthews, a sophomore, true sophomore receiver.
Mhm.
So he'll be big time for them. But they really need a lot of guys to pan out that were recruits, and they didn't necessarily get great transfers. So
Yeah,
when they had elite running game last year, one of the best running backs that we had seen in a long time in the SEC last year, but this year it'll just be a lot different. It'll be a big different, big change in the roster. But so I think the Cats beat Tennessee. I think we get back, like you said, first win at home against the Vols since 2017. I think we'll get it done. So yeah, I also have us 3-4 at this point.
yeah, 3-4 at this point. And I know it's funny though because UCLA and Tennessee just basically traded quarterbacks at the transfer portal. That's a little bit funny if you think about it because of course Nico Amaliva left to go to UCLA and then Joey Aguilar came to Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah, App State legend Joey Aguilar, man. But
Yeah,
yeah, I hope he ends up being terrible. I don't know if you saw a few weeks ago they had put out a practice clip of one of their DBs catching a pick, and they blurred out Joey Aguilar, so like they couldn't see, so the fans couldn't like see who threw that terrible of a pass. That was basically the point of it. So I was like, wow, they're brutal. They might not be that good, but
yeah, I did not see that. I know I saw an old clip. I forgot who the guest was on Colin Cowherd, but this was back in like 2018. And basically, the guy who was on Colin Cowherd's show, he was like saying, "I hope you never get another great coach because you all are the worst fan base ever." And I'm like, he's not wrong. I'm like, Tennessee fans, they're so brutal on their teams and everything.
yeah, they are the worst. They are the absolute worst. I've experienced a ton of memories with Louisville fans, with Duke fans. Tennessee's the worst, man.
Yeah.
They are the worst.
Yeah. All right. So enough talking about Tennessee. We're going to Auburn now, and this game is going to be tough. UK should have probably won. They should have probably been able to defeat Auburn last year. They got up 10-0 against them at Kroger Field, and then after that, it just all went downhill. Of course, Brock Vandegrift sat the bench in the second half. He brought in Gavin Wimb sat in the second half, and he didn't do anything. And basically being at 3-4 at this point, like this could be a deciding factor for the UK season. If they win this game, they could potentially go bowling because then they're 4-4 at that point. You've got to win two more games out of your four that you have left, or you lose this game, you go 3-5, and then you have to win three of your last four, and that's going to be tough because you would have Florida, Tennessee Tech, Vandy, and Louisville to win. So, in my prediction, though, I have Kentucky losing to Auburn, moving to 3-5 for the year.
Yeah, I do as well. This is a funny one because the Auburn fan base is extremely toxic. Not to me. I've actually enjoyed all the experiences I've had with Auburn fans, but um, Brian Harsin, when he was there, they made up this fake like narrative that ended up getting him fired. And they've already kind of started a little bit of a thing with Hugh Freeze where they've been like, he just golfs too much. He's not out
Yeah.
recruiting. He's not out at the practice, all this. But they've already come up with these things. This game, I think, is also going to be somewhat of a deciding factor for them. I think Auburn's going to be very good this year, but they
Mhm.
have a massive one. The night this comes out, Auburn plays at Baylor Friday. They are going to have to score because I don't know how good Baylor's defense is going to be this year. Offense will be fine, but Auburn's going to have to move the ball. They're going to have to score a lot. In
Yeah.
that one, they're going to have to win a whole lot of games before this one. And if they drop a game to Kentucky on the plains at Jordan Hare,
Yeah.
Hugh Freeze might be fired.
Yeah, Hugh
So,
Freeze is gone. Yeah, I remember I saw an old article, I think it was from Nick Roush, but he was basically he cited another website saying how many times, the SEC head coaches have been able to go golfing for a month. And I think he said Hugh Freeze went golfing like 6 times in 1 month or something.
yeah, it's something crazy. Yeah, I think it'll be an L for us, sadly, but they've already created this thing to get this man fired. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, so 3-5, nobody really wants that as a UK fan base, but things can still change around. You got 4 games. You got Florida, Tennessee Tech, which is a gimme. They should easily beat Tennessee Tech. Of course, Vandy and then Louisville. But going into the Florida game, as long as DJ Lagway is healthy, I just don't see UK finding a way to defeat Florida because like DJ Lagway was incredible last year against UK. And if he does what he did this past year into this year, then I just don't see the defense, stepping up against Lagway in Florida.
Yeah, I still feel like Jaden Ball scored 75 touchdowns against us last year, that true freshman running back they had.
Mhm.
Um, but this is the first one that we actually have different. I have us beating Florida um, at Commonwealth Stadium, Kroger Field. I think we beat them. This is the latest they've come up here in a long, long time.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact year, but they do not. They're usually always up here early in the year, and it's an
Mhm.
early game. We get them late this year. I don't think the weather's going to affect them too much, but it'll get to them a little bit. Like it's similar to how Ohio State was talking to Tennessee last year in the playoff about like, oh, you guys got to come north. Like that's gonna be our thing. Like we have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to that. And I mean, we both know how the crowds get for Florida games at
Mhm.
UK. So
Yeah.
I think we actually win this one. I think we can beat Florida right here, and this is kind of the turning point of the season. We both have 3-5 going into this game.
Yeah.
I
But
just think we end up getting this one and rallying the troops and winning against Florida.
yeah, I hope you're right. And like you said, the only way I could see, UK really defeating Florida is because of the weather. And then, of course, just our offense and defense steps up as well. I mean, as long as UK scores more than what, 21 points they scored last year a game, it was awful. So,
Yeah.
they just need to be able to be successful on third downs, fourth downs, third and goals, and fourth and goals if they do go for it instead of, kicking field goals or having to punt.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. It's definitely gonna have to be nearly a flawless game to be
Hmm.
able to beat Florida, but I think we can do it. I think
Yep.
there's just something we can do with Florida, and I think this could be towards the end of also Napier's era there. So
Yeah.
this could be a another one where they're like, all right, you can't just keep losing Kentucky. Like it could be like that. So we'll
Yeah.
see, but I think we beat the Gators.
Yeah, and also depends on DJ Lagway if he's healthy or not. If he's not, then I could definitely see that swinging to UK side and them picking up a win. But I have them at 3-6. You have them at 4-5 currently. So now
Yeah.
we're going to the Tennessee Tech game. That's at home. That's an easy win. Just give that to UK. So I'm now at 4-6. Uh you're then at five
Five
at
and five.
5-5. So right now. Got 2 games left to figure out if UK can go bowling or not. Basically, they have to win their last two for UK to go bowling on my side. They only have to win one of the two for you. So let's get into it. Vanderbilt is away. We usually play very well whenever we go to Nashville to play them for some reason. They own us at Kroger Field. We own them at, their stadium and everything. So I just think with how years past have gone, I just think UK will actually defeat Vanderbilt this upcoming year. Mark Stoops will get his revenge. I don't think Diego Pavier will be as good as he was last year. He could prove me wrong and he could be as great or even better as he was last year, but I really think UK gets its revenge this upcoming year, and they're now 5-6 going to the Louisville game.
Yeah, for me, I think this is going to be a very good Vanderbilt team. Like, I think they returned 17 or 18 starters off of last year's team. And he returns his favorite weapon, Eli Stowers. So, Diego Pavia is going to be obviously the storyline with this one. And I think last year, not that he caught us off guard because people knew who he was by that point. Um, but I think this year, going into it, after all the talk that he's talked, I just think Stoops and this staff is going to get fired up, ready to roll, and I think we'll end up going down there and beating them as well. So I have us 6-5 after the Vandy game.
Hey, we stole his teammate, Shiazi Pete. Can't forget about that either.
Yeah, yeah, Shiash Pete. Yeah, he's on our side now.
Yeah, because if y'all didn't know, Pete and Pavier played at New Mexico State together before, of course, Pavier transferred to Vandy, and Pavier tried his best to get Pete to Vanderbilt, but that did not happen. And UK luckily got him.
Yep, we got the legend, man.
Got the legend beast of what?
No nations.
Yeah, beast of no
Yep,
nation. But
yep,
all right, so you are 6-5. I'm 5-6 right now. So this game decides the ending of the year for us, for me at least. If UK defeats Louisville, they go bowling. And basically, I think this was the last time this has ever happened was back in 2015 and 2014, where UK, I think they were both 5-6 both of those years. So basically, they needed to defeat Louisville to go bowling for the first time. That didn't happen, of course, and I just don't think it'll happen this year for UK. I think they lose to Van or to Louisville because it is at their stadium, at Louisville Stadium, and I think they'll end up 5-7, missing the bowl game for the second straight year. But you do see improvements, even though the season they start out terrible, 2-4, whatever we predicted beforehand. But they start out terrible, but they improve in the second half of the schedule at least, and that's all you can ask for.
yeah. This is another one that I just could not, could not, with a straight face, put a L on the schedule. So I had to talk myself into this one a little bit. This one and Tennessee. I think that obviously we could both lose those. We'll be an underdog in both of them, but I think we beat Louisville this year. I think we do. I think this will be as fired up as Stoops and this staff will ever be. There's the man, the big dog, aka the little dog now.
Yeah,
On that other sideline, there is nothing more than that they want than to beat that guy. He goes away from us,
Mhm.
goes away, and it turns into a traitor, basically.
Yeah,
So out of me being from around Louisville, I can see what this fan base thinks, and they are already nervous about that game. Already. They're like, well, what if he was like Kenny Payne? Like what if they sent him over as like a plant and like we're actually just gonna get beat by them? And like I think there's a mix of a lot of different things, but I think this is gonna be a very good Louisville team that wins a whole lot of games. And I think it's gonna be similar to they've had great teams in the past. 2 years ago comes to mind where we
yeah,
end up beating them at the end of the year.
yeah.
Where it doesn't matter a ton for them, but obviously, they still want to win that, and their fan base wants to win that more than anything. But I think we come in, take a W right at the end of the year. Now we finish 7-5 for me.
Seven
Seven
and
and
five.
five finish.
I've got 5-7. Hopefully, you're more right and we end up 7-5 or winning more games. And hopefully I'm wrong and we can win more than 5 games and go bowling for the first time in a little bit since of course we didn't go last year, but since 2023, like first time bowling since 2023.
Yeah, we'll see if this man Jeff Brom is really the quarterback whisperer because he got a good talent here. This is
Yeah.
also a guy that got benched for Mayava at Jordan Mayava, Jaden Mayava, one of the Mayavas, but. Mayava took his place last year at USC. We'll see if he's the quarterback whisperer because if Miller Moss is anything at all, it will happen with the QB whisperer that Jeff Brom is. So we'll see. But 7-5. Hopefully we're close to what Juice and Jeff said for us though. They,
Yeah,
they said
10
10
and
and 2.
2. If they go
Yeah.
7-2, I mean, they did say that the South Carolina game will be the deciding factor for us. So that's game 4 of the year. They're like, if UK wins that game, then they go 10-2, but if they lose, they could go 6-6 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. That game four on the road is going to decide a whole lot of things. And also, we have to get by week one and week two. Like we have to. Obviously, we don't have to win on this, but we have to win Toledo. We can't
Yeah,
start the year with a
you
loss
can't
there.
overlook Toledo for sure. And speaking of that, we've gone through our predictions. Cameron 7-5, I'm 5-7. So we'll talk a little bit about UK versus Toledo. And of course, football is back. It's at Kroger Field. It's year 13 for Mark Stoops. And the big thing is he brought in 50 new players, and we'll have to see what those 50 new players can do. Of course, it wasn't through all the transfer portal. Most of it was, but some of it was through high school as well.
Yeah, like you said, it's a big overhaul in the roster, a completely different team from last year. But yeah, here we are, year 13. 13 is an unlucky number to most, but hopefully it's a lucky number for Stoops, and it's a great year for the Cats. And we start out with a big win versus Toledo.
Hey, not for Taylor Swift. That's her lucky number now. And
Yeah, that is true.
she just got engaged to good old Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I've never seen Instagram post make the waves that one did. That was crazy.
My girlfriend found out immediately, like she knew within like the first 5 minutes because she texted me saying, "Did you see the big news?" I'm like, "What?" And then she texted me, and then I looked on Taylor Swift's Instagram, and she posted that within like 7 minutes of her, texting me. I'm like, "Good Lord!" I'm like, "Do you have notifications turned on?"
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I know Shefty put out something about the
Yeah.
engagement, so yeah, that was crazy though.
Yeah, and just talking a little bit about Toledo, they're of course in the MAC. They've been in four straight MAC title games, winning two of them. They're used to winning. Jason Kendall, who's their head coach, he's in his ninth year, which is completely like rare in these days of sports. I mean, Mark Stoops is in his 13th year. Last year they went 11-3. Of course, they pushed Illinois to the wire in week one. They, of course, defeated Mississippi State, and then who was the other big opponent? I'm blanking.
Uh, that they played, I can't remember their full schedule from last year, but yeah, I mean, you brought up the two big ones that I remember: the Mississippi State and Illinois, two massive games for them, and they killed Mississippi State on the road last year. So that's what I think a lot of people kind of look back at when they're talking about Kentucky for this
Pittsburgh.
year.
It was,
Pittsburgh, yeah,
yeah, in the bowl
yeah,
game.
that's right.
Yeah. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. No, I just think a lot of people are kind of looking back at that Mississippi State game, being like, "Oh, an SEC team already hosted them last year, and they got blasted." So, I don't think that's gonna be a big problem this year, though. I think we're well prepared for them.
Yeah, and maybe after this year, you see Jason Kendall actually, take a Power Five job, whatever that might be, or a Power Four job, I should say. Maybe, he goes to, maybe he'll take, go to Tulane now. Wink, wink, wink. Take
Yeah,
John Summerall's job, where John Summerall comes to Kentucky.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully so. That would be a nice little scenario. Stoops goes 7-5, wins bowl game, finishes 8-5, and then rides off into the sunset, retires. John Summerall comes on. Hopefully that's the scenario.
Yeah, but I'll be interested in the QB for Toledo. Of course, they have Tucker Gleason as their starting quarterback. He's not really a household name. He threw 12 touchdowns to 5 interceptions last year, so it'll be interesting to see. Another thing for him is he is always able to keep Toledo alive on third down scrambles. So basically, Kentucky will have to keep him in the pocket and make sure he doesn't scramble. So have a QB spy basically.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. He's like you said, he's not a massive name by any means, but he's a name that if you're a college football sicko that you know. And so I've known this guy's name for a little while. But I mean, we'll see. He's a playmaker for sure. I think you could describe him as a gamer. So like you said, keeping him in the pocket, keeping your eye on the quarterback, not letting him
Yeah.
create big plays on third downs and all that will be big key for this one.
Yeah, and then of course Toledo basically they have two running backs that UK either had or should have had with Penny Boone. Man, I was so hoping UK could have got him as the next running back, but of course he didn't get accepted into UK due to I believe grades and everything. So sadly
Yep.
get him. And then of course Toledo they also have Chip Trainum who didn't really get to play at UK last year because of him being injury prone.
Yeah. Yeah, that running back room is goofy. That the fact that we play them right off rip. So getting to play those two guys is funny. But we'll get to hopefully beat them and then make them wish they were at UK.
You know what Boone was last year?
No, where he was?
No, you know what he won last year?
Oh, what he win?
He won the MAC Offensive Player of the Year for them.
Oh, I didn't realize he won them. I knew he was good. I was like, I did not know he won the MAC Offensive Player of the Year though. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, uh, well, I could be wrong. My bad. Boone actually transferred, so he's no longer at Toledo. My bad, everybody.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't know. I didn't know where is he now?
He's at UCF.
Okay, I was
I
about to say, is he UCF? Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I misread my notes, everybody, but he was at Toledo last year, so I apologize, everybody.
Yeah, because there was some rumblings of him maybe going to Louisville, but then I think that fell through for something, and then he went to UCF. I
Yeah.
think that's what I'm thinking of this
So,
offseason. But
yeah, I misread my notes, everybody. So, I should be like, let's delete that section of the podcast, but I won't do that. But no, it'll be
hey, it's
definitely,
week 1 for us too.
yeah, week one for us as well. But it'll definitely be interesting to see what Chip Trainum does for Toledo this upcoming year, though.
Yeah, former Ohio State back,
Yeah. Oh,
and then
Arizona State as well.
yeah, Arizona State, Ohio State, Kentucky.
Toledo
Um,
now.
yeah, yeah. Now he's at Toledo. We'll see what he can
Yeah.
do.
And then speaking of the wide receiver room, they have Jerwan Vanderos the third. Uh, basically, he's the spark plug for them. He's shifty fast, can take a 5 yard pass and turn into 50. And then he also is great at, making sure players don't tackle him. So basically, like UK will have to make sure they wrap him up and make sure they tackle him and, go fully into him to make sure they get that tackle.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Gonna have to maintain him and keep him close, not let him pop off or anything. But yeah, he'll be a difficult little matchup for us.
Yeah. Another wide receiver to keep an eye out for is Trayvon Rudolph. He was an NIU transfer. He's sneaky with a deep ball threat. So basically, Gleason could easily pass it to Rudolph down the field. Basically, he was on Brown last year for UK. If you had to compare players.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely kind of fits the description of him from what I've seen. Big time playmaker. So
Mhm.
yeah, we'll see if we can. That'll be a tough one too for us. Like I mean, obviously we should be able to maintain and control these guys because it's week 1, it's Toledo, but it is a tough little G5 matchup to start off with these playmakers that they have.
Yeah, and then just talking about the defense, they were top 25 nationally in total defense last year, only gave up 19 points per game, which is insane because UK struggled last year offensively. So hopefully they can be better this year compared to last year. But with Toledo only giving up 19 points last year, insane.
Yeah, yeah, no, they were special on both sides of the ball last year, so we'll see. They obviously they return a whole lot too, so
Mhm.
there's a lot of that core from last year back. Um, so yeah, we'll see. Hopefully their defense doesn't affect us too much. Hopefully, like I said earlier, we went up 31-0 against Southern Miss last year, so hopefully it's similar to that where we are
Mhm.
able to just get the ball out to playmakers, run the ball,
Mhm.
all the good stuff, and be able to move the ball on them early and just get a early lead.
Yeah, and then one player to keep an eye out on the defensive line for them is Judge Culpepper. He's disruptive on the line, veteran presence. So basically, hopefully, our new improved offensive line will be able to, shut him out for the game.
Yeah, this O-line, from all signs, it feels like the offensive line is back and the big blue wall is back in full effect. So hopefully that ends up being the case, and we'll get to have this test week 1 with Culpepper. So yeah, that'll be a good little test for this O-line week
Yeah,
1.
and then of course, one player that they'll be missing this year is their cornerback Kenyon Mitchell. He went to the NFL. He was the first rounder, which is insane to think about from Toledo, like being a first round draft pick. So that's a huge loss for them.
Yeah, yeah, him and Cooper DeJean, that was their big like duo that they drafted in their secondary. So he ended up playing right away and being very, very good too. So yeah, he was really solid.
Yeah, and then we'll talk briefly about Kentucky and then we'll wrap this podcast up because we've already been going on for about 40 minutes, which is insane to think about.
That is crazy. Hey, hey, time flies. We're here week 1.
Hey, time
That's it.
flies when you're having fun.
Yep, facts.
Yeah. So, the two things that I really noticed, during the week leading up to the Toledo game is from looking at the depth chart, is they really don't have a wide receiver number one. I mean, I
Yeah.
know that's been discussed basically all offseason, and Butch Hampton got asked that, and he was basically saying we'll see about all the ors on the depth chart with the wide receivers, what it means, and he's like, we'll see what it means, like different players have stepped up at different times, and nobody has really led the pack to be wide receiver number one.
Yeah, and obviously when guys get in games, different things show. So with all those oars, I think they're going to turn into surefire. There's going to be a set group, especially receiver wise. I think that running back, the duo is just going to be an oar probably all year because both those guys are going to be elite for us this year. So between McGowan, Dowdell, those are going to be two big names for us all year. But like you said, there's oars all across the board.
Yeah.
So we'll get to see a lot of different guys in that receiver room for
Yeah,
sure.
for the wide receiver room, probably like I would say the main three players you have to talk about are Kendrick Law, J.J. Hester, and then of course the returning wide receiver. Why am I blanking on?
Jamori Macklin.
Yeah, Jamori Macklin. I think those are the three main key wide receivers. If they can perform very well, then I believe UK can be very successful. Of course, you've got others with Troy Stellato, Montaven Quisenberry. So it'll be interesting to see the wide receiver room and what happens with that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I think Troy Stellato is going to be really good for us too this year. But yeah, the three that you mentioned are the big ones. Those guys got to pan out, make stuff happen when they get the ball for sure.
And
So that'll be fun.
Stellato compares his game to Julian Edelman. If you didn't see that,
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, he's also been funny because everybody like played with him in the game and he's just always open. So
yeah.
hopefully that's what it ends up being.
Yeah. And then talking about the running back room, and then of course we'll briefly talk about the quarterbacks, and then we'll probably wrap this podcast up. But just talking about the running back room, like you mentioned earlier, I mean, I believe we have four true given running backs this upcoming year, like you said. Dante Dowd, Seth McGowan, Jason Patterson, and then of course Jamarian Wilcox. And I really want Wilcox to succeed this year. I'm like, if he can get his stuff together, then he could easily be, running back one or two, but he just hasn't been able to, truthfully get it all together during the offseason.
Yeah, getting it all together, aka tying your shoes.
I
Hopefully he does a lot of that this year. So yeah, like you said, we have a really good running back room now. I'm excited for it. I think we'll be able to run the ball, move the ball, very well this year. And like you mentioned, the offensive line earlier. So I think that duo right there, Calzada, we'll talk about him here in a minute. But as
Yeah.
long as he's just not turning the ball over, we'll be fine. We'll win a lot of games.
Yeah, and then just run the ball 20, 30 times. I'm like, if we pass the ball, 15, 20 times a game, so be it. But, I'd rather run the ball 20, 30 times and just run it up, the line, run it up through the trenches and see what the running backs can do. Because I believe this team, like, obviously we won't have another type of Ray Davis, but, with all these running backs meshed together, it could lead up to like a Ray Davis type of performance from one of these players. Now, I'm not saying all year, just, maybe a given game, like maybe what Ray Davis did to Florida or Louisville.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't mind another Ray Davis performance against either of those teams, like you mentioned. They were
Yeah.
insane games for Ray, but yeah, this running back room is gonna be a blast this year. They have all the different things that you could want. Dowdell's gonna run it through somebody's face. McGowan's gonna make somebody miss and make a lot of plays, and Patterson and Wilcox are both obviously still. I mean, Wilcox isn't super young, but both of those guys are still unproven in a way. So we'll get to see a lot of what they get to do this year. Well, like you said, running the ball 20, 30 times a game.
Yeah, and then, like I said, it could be like years past with Stanley Boone Williams, Chris Rodriguez, Benny Snell Jr., just to name a few players. Like I said, I just want that, even though a lot of fans complained about running the ball, like it got the job done. It got UK to 10 win seasons.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's run the ball this year for sure.
Yeah. And then we'll just talk about the quarterback real quick for UK, and then we'll wrap this podcast up because we've got an hour-long podcast with Jeff and Garrett to still upload. So it'll be like a 2 hour long podcast now.
Yeah.
But the one quote that stuck out to me though about Zach Calzada after he was named the starting quarterback on Monday. was he was like, I'll be Clark Kent for Kentucky until I have to be Superman for us, basically. So he's like, if I have to be Superman game one against Toledo, I'll do that. And that quote just stuck out to me. I'm like, you never hear that type of quote from anybody. And if UK has a great season this year with Calzada, like that quote is going to be legendary at the end of it.
Yeah, yeah, I believe that. That is a great quote that I love to hear. Um, and yeah, people refer to him as a check down Charlie, but that's what Clark Kent would be doing. So that is like the comparison for it, where he's not going to make a whole lot of mistakes. Last year we had a bad turnover ratio where I think we were down 5, 6, something like that. Like this year, it's not going to be like that because there's not going to be a ton of risky plays. 'Cause Calzada's here for a business trip. He's talked about that numerous times. He's here to win a lot of games, build his stock a little bit for the NFL draft, and just win games. Like he's just going to play smart, effective, and it'll be fun to see what Calzada can do for us.
Yeah, it would definitely be fun to see what he can do. And like I said, I wish Calzado the best. I wish the team the best. And we didn't, of course, talk too much defensively, but I believe our defense will be great this upcoming year. I mean, I have high faith in everybody. David Gusta, with the defensive line, Ty Bryant, you know, Jordan Lovett, just to name a couple players. I have really high praise on the defense. Of course, you've got Brad White. He's always a great defensive coordinator, and I don't expect UK's defense to be bad. You're
Uh,
there we go.
Yeah, I don't expect us to be bad at all. I think his defense is gonna be awesome. The transfers that we got, the schools we pulled them over. I think we'll be very pleased with this defense this year. It's a revamped defensive line, and like you said, the secondary's got some guys that have been here for a little bit. So I think his defense is gonna be awesome this year for sure.
Mhm. Well, we'll wrap up this podcast real quick. The one last thing we have to do is our score predictions, and then we'll wrap it up. So I expect UK to cover the spread. It's 9.5. I expect us to win. I'll go with 34 to 13. Like I think UK could easily win by 21 points.
Yeah, I could see that score. I don't. This is off the top of my head. I don't know what I'm gonna go with. I'll go. I'll say 38. You said 34-13.
Yeah, 34-13.
Okay, I'll go 38-14. So similar, but I have a scoring a little bit more, and then I didn't want to go 13. So,
Yeah.
yeah, 38-14 is my prediction for us.
Yeah, I thought you might go a little bit higher, like they scored 20.
Oh no, hopefully not. Hopefully not. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've got them scoring 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, but we appreciate you all watching and listening on our podcast on YouTube and Spotify, of course, Apple Podcasts as well. But we're going to wrap up this podcast. Definitely watch both of our podcast episodes tomorrow. We'll of course have this plus the Jeff Badet Garrett Juice and Johnson Part 2 interview all combined into one, and then of course my interview with Knox. So exciting times ahead for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Week one's here, baby. Here we
We
go. We've been talking about it all off season. Went through the dog days of summer. Here we are. Week one, college football. We're back.
Yeah, week one is here. But thank you all for watching and listening. This is Chris Beesmore and
Cameron Waddle.
signing out. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yep. See y'all. So,
Yeah.
to get back, like kind of off track now that we've gotten in depth with like the good stuff that we've been talking about. So, the nickname Juice, like where did it come from originally?
Oh, okay. So again, so Cam, I told you we always we like dressing and it could be a Florida thing, but I'm sure it was definitely a Florida thing. Us down here it's a swagger. You know what I mean? If it's something that's we putting on, apparel wise, we wanted to look good. However it looks, we dress it up in our different way. But it's Juice to make it long story short. Juice is man, it's swagger, it's energy. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It's how you attack. It's how you attack whatever it is that you're doing. This had to be football.
Yeah,
But it's still
my boy's
Juice.
a brand ambassador of that word, boy.
Oh man, oh
The brand
man,
ambassador right there.
man. Like
Mentality.
before
Yeah,
before before the NIL.
yeah.
So
You
man,
feel me?
I told myself, going out there, I was like, man, this is like this is me. This is what I'm playing with.
Yeah.
But also again, like I said, it's an energy. It's an energy. So I was going on the field screaming every day, like, man, you got to play with some juice.
Juice,
Gotta
yeah.
have some juice. You know what I'm saying? But I would always say this is the one that you can't buy this. You can't buy this juice on aisle 9 at your nearest Kroger. You know what I'm saying? This right here got to be in you.
Yeah.
It got to be in you. So so it's the energy, and again, something else that we take up. Taking out there to Kentucky. It's again branding yourself. It's kind of like an alter ego. You know what I'm saying? Even with I'm doing my juice. Jeff putting on his watch. It's like an alter ego that you gotta get into. So that was juice. That was juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is that if NIL was around when you were in school, Minute Maid would have had quite the package for you.
Come
Well, man, would have all
on.
types of
Drinking that
stuff.
Minute Maid in the end zone.
You
Man.
feel me? It would have been crazy, bro. That would have been crazy. You would have had your own juice. They would have had a picture on the juice boxes.
Man,
I see it. Crazy.
All of BBN would have been only drinking that.
That's it. Yeah,
at the game.
Yeah, let's flood them out.
Yeah.
You can't be selling out Kroger.
Yeah, that would have been crazy, bro.
Everybody started to eat Weetabix after he had that before. That was insane.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, the juice would have went crazy.
Yeah,
it would have went crazy. Bro.
And with y'all saying that right there, we gotta talk about the cereal. And we got the best fan base. We got the best fan base out from
They would have promoted it for sure, bro.
Man, they would have. Man,
but you didn't even say this during the catwalk, but it was like at least 20, 40 people with the juice sign.
Yeah,
on the catwalk.
With the juice sign.
I don't know if it was the juice emoji. It was something. It was a juice on the little board, and we literally about 20, 40 people just with the juice sign during the during catwalk, bro.
Energy. And now fans can rock players in jerseys, which is insane too.
Insane.
Hey, one thing about it, man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta crawl before you walk. Somebody gotta crawl to make, to make it happen. Right. So I guess we had to be the ones that, that had to.
Y'all paved the way.
That's right. We had to pave the way.
There we go. Pave the way.
Yeah, so we're gonna do some quick hitters here in a minute if y'all are all right with that. But we do have a few more questions just for both y'all to answer. It can be long form answer, quick answer, however y'all are feeling about it. So for both of y'all, what was y'all's favorite uniform combos at Kentucky?
Ooh, bro, I think that I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna start with the helmet first.
Okay,
we gotta have the chrome helmets, right?
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie. We gotta have the chrome helmets. But then after that gray, I don't know, man. Damn, hey, bro, good question, bro. Good question.
I'm with you, right?
What you think? What you think, G?
The chrome domes, and then the gray. You said it. That's why I'm.
The gray.
I'm
I'm saying the gray. Hey, but listen though, what people don't remember is because we went away from it. I think it had to be my freshman when we had black jerseys. I think we were like black on black one game.
Oh,
South Carolina game.
The South Carolina game.
South Carolina with the chrome.
With the chrome helmets.
That was the first game wearing the chrome.
Yeah,
right?
that was the first game wearing the chrome helmets. Yes.
That was the
Waka
Flocka, like
the Waka Flocka. Yeah, the Grove Street. Yeah, the Grove Street party. Yeah. But I'm saying, I know we had I know that black on black, but we had some nice gray jerseys too.
Yeah.
Did you like the dark gray or the light gray more?
It's like that dark.
I like the dark gray.
Yeah, the dark gray. The dark gray. Yeah, the dark gray. Yeah. Man, that was a good question, bro.
Yeah.
That was a good question right there.
Yeah, and I know we've gotten to get to know a lot with both of you two, but do you all have a favorite memory of Coach Mark Stoops?
It could be a crazy story y'all haven't let out yet, but anything.
There, I gotta think.
Yeah, that's
okay. I got one. So Coach Stoops, bro, Coach Stoops got to be one of the coolest coaches. I swear to God. So Coach Stoops used to have a person. Y'all remember Alice Montgomery? I know y'all remember Alice Montgomery. So he used to have a person come cook seafood boils at Alex's house. Literally, I'm talking about probably 10 to 20 pounds of crawfish, shrimp, and all that. Pour it all on, and he literally paid for it, paid for everything. And literally had the seafood guy come over. Alex. That's just one of the few cool things that damn Stoops used to do for us.
Yeah. That's crazy. So it's like the seafood boil that you all can get from Red Lobster now.
Shit, nah, this was better than that Red
Yeah,
Lobster.
this is
Much
better
better.
than Red Lobster. This is better than
Yeah.
Red Lobster.
This is
You get
better than that
outside,
Red
standing
Lobster.
up, dirty hands, all that good stuff, man.
What? Then y'all got me thinking. I'm tired of thinking. Coach Stu was cooler. Coach Stu cooler than like Coach Stu cool as hell, bro. He
Yeah.
like one. He like one of the. One of the
Yeah.
coolest coaches. Oh, another. Oh, matter of fact. No, matter of fact. This is my favorite story with Coach Stu. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, my bad. I just remembered. So, I have my degree in agricultural economics, right? So I had three requirements to get my degree. I had to do an internship. I had to do job fairs, and I had to do like a synopsis. A symposium. So I really needed an internship bad, bro. So I went to the Coach Stu. I'm like, yo, Coach Stu, man, I need to. This is my senior. This is my senior. Y'all like, yo, Coach Stu, I need an internship bad. Done. This man pulls his phone out, bro, and called the CEO of Central Bank, like the CEO of Central Bank of Kentucky, the biggest bank in Kentucky.
Man.
Literally called this man on speed dial. Like call him. I'm right there. He like, yo, man. So I got, one of our good players. He need an internship, done. Can you help him out? He like, oh man, yeah, man, tell him to come by tomorrow. And he was just like, hey, is it gonna be paid? He was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay him.
Yeah.
So literally, bro, get off the phone. He like set it up, bro. I go to the bank. I literally go to the top of the top floor, like wherever his office is, literally on the top of the bank. I'm top of the top, and I remember walking in, bro. He had this huge his office down there the size of my house, bro. I walked in. And we had a real good conversation. So shout out to Coach Stu. He plugged that in real quick. Like literally called this man speed dial. That's my Coach Stu's memory right there.
And I think I would say it's not one particular one, but I would just say the settings is seeing Coach Stoops in the locker room. Man, just seeing him. I'm telling you being in the locker room.
It was a player's coach
Stoops talking. You ready to run through a brick wall?
Yeah,
you ready to run through a brick wall?
Yeah,
and because that Coach Stoops, he's going just as hard. Obviously he's not on the field, but we see him on the sideline.
Well
tone it down a
respected.
little bit,
Well, with that titanium knee, like,
That's right.
man. You got that titanium knee over there, boy.
Man, that's awesome. So you, Jeff, you alluded to talking about Marrow recruiting earlier. What was like, whether it was like one certain recruiting pitch, like you said you helped recruit Juice to Kentucky too. What was there like, what was maybe like one key, like in the recruiting pitch or like one thing that drew you to Kentucky? Like y'all mentioned the SEC, but I didn't know if there was anything like maybe that kind of like incentivized you coming to Kentucky at first.
Yeah, so like I said, I just wanted to play football. I didn't want to, my senior year of high school, I knew I was just like, I want to play my freshman year. I don't want a red shirt. That was literally my mindset the whole time. So all the schools I was considering, if y'all wasn't literally guaranteed that I can play right away, I kind of put you to the side. So when I thought of Kentucky and knowing that like it was a whole brand new coaching staff, like I was part of the first coaching staff. I was literally Coach Stu first class. I was part of his first class. So they were literally telling me off the bat, you're gonna come in and play right away. And then what also helped me out of knowing like JoJo Kemp and Blake McClain, we all three agreed to go together. Like it was literally, we all got on the phone just like, we're going to go to Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? So going to Coach Marrow, I took my visit, and I remember we was having a dinner or something. I remember he literally took me he just took me to the back and looked at me straight up. He was just like, "Hey man, I know you consider all the other school, but this is the place you need to be. You will be part of our first class here. You know what I'm saying? You can be etched in Kentucky history. You know what I'm saying? You gonna play right away." And that's all I need to hear. I'm like, I can play as a freshman in the SEC. Like, I'm sold. So that's you know what I'm saying. That's pretty much all he had to tell me, bro. That I was gonna be able to play my freshman year, and I was just like, bet I'm coming. Yeah, and I get to come with my friends too. Oh, I'm coming.
No brainer.
Yeah. No brainer. I ain't going to a school by myself. I know people. I already know people there, and I can play right away. Literally, I was sold.
What about you, Juice? What sold you?
Man, I think just the truth, just like what Jeff said. Well, and then on the other side of that too, I needed to get my lick back at Florida. Yeah. Obviously Kentucky. I knew we were seeing them. SEC.
Every year. SEC East. SEC East.
Yeah, we gonna see them. We don't duck me. Don't duck me. But just like Jeff said, man, the mindset was always to play early, to not just play early, but to make impact early.
Impacts, yes, the impacts, yes.
You know, so going out there and man, obviously I had, you know, Jeff, Coach Scott, Chad Scott.
Oh man, Coach Scott, that's the guy. That's who need praise. Coach Scott.
That's right.
I'm sorry, man. We went this long without sorry you out, Coach Scott. I'm sorry,
Chad
bro. You're the
Scott.
GOAT. You're the GOAT.
Chad Scott. So he was the running backs coach. He's from, you know, he's a Florida native as well.
Recruiter for Florida.
Yep.
He was a Florida recruiter.
Yep, Florida recruiter. So he would always, you know, everything he always gave what I thought was the truth. And again, I knew it was the truth because I could confirm it with Jeff.
Yeah.
You know, anything that he's telling me, you know, a lot of these kids, like the coaches, they can say one thing, and if you have no credible resource, then you don't know, you know, they're telling 30 other kids the same thing. So being able to just back it, you know, being able to back it off, Jeff, again, hear the truth, know what I wanted going in, you know, coming into the program, and to know, you know, what was at stake. So I you know, I knew that, and again, I wanted to get out of Florida at that point. I wanted to get out of Florida and go back to kick their ass too.
Yeah.
You mentioned Coach Scott. He's coming into the season at Texas. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, so we gotta go to that game, bro. I forgot. I forgot he had Texas. I forgot he had Texas. We gotta go to that game.
Gotta go to Texas.
G literally texted me yesterday. Was like, bro, what game we're going to? I was like, man, I gotta look at the schedule. And he pointed out Texas. So I forgot Coach Scott in there. So that's the game right there. That's the game.
It'll be in Lexington, so it would be.
Yeah, that's the game.
That's right.
Yeah. One last question I have for you. It is about getting to know you a little bit more. Most people don't know that you are Haitian. How has your heritage influenced your journey in football and life?
Hey man, one thing I gotta commend you guys on. You guys
Doing
your homework,
research,
man. I'm loving it. You guys are doing real good things. You know what I'm saying? This pod gonna pop. You guys are doing your research. I love that. But being Haitian, man, I'm not even gonna lie, growing up, it was real tough. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was, you know what I'm saying, we some old heads, and I was born in the 90s. So growing up, being Haitian wasn't cool. It was something that I was kind of shied away from, because it was kind of something that I used to get bullied for, you know what I'm saying, just for being Haitian, you know what I'm saying? But then obviously as years go on, it's been something that people been able to, you know what I'm saying, appreciate, and, you know what I'm saying, being able to shine light on. So again, like I said, football, having immigrant parents, football helped me being able to show them things that they ain't never been able to see with living in Haiti, you know what I'm saying? So it's just been something that's just been something that's been so grateful to me and my family. You know, football has been so grateful to me and my family. It's been such a blessing. Yeah, man, that's pretty much what I can just really speak on, man. It's just something that football just really helped me show a lot of things to my family, man. Being able to, because I literally did it for them, you know what I'm saying? They was my motivation, you know what I'm saying? They was the one that made me wake up every day and go out and go and get it, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So real grateful.
Yeah, turning in a great story for sure.
Yeah, I have one more question before we get to quick hitters, if you all don't mind.
Hey, man, y'all got us, bro. Y'all got any more questions? It's been such a fun pod, man. I love the questions you guys are asking. Ask away, bro. Please.
It's been a blast. I appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah, bro. It's been amazing, bro. Amazing.
So I have this question. What is? I know you probably have your answer already, Jeff. Like I can picture. There's probably one answer for it, but outside of the one. What's your most favorite stadium you've ever played in? I don't know if it's the granddaddy of them all, but if it's not
you thought I was gonna say the Rose Bowl?
I was thinking it was maybe that. Okay.
Nah. So I'm gonna give you. I want to give you a top three, and I'm gonna go from bottom to top. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So number 3 is Baylor. I gotta put Baylor at number 3. That stadium was that. It took me by surprise. I'm not even gonna lie. It took me by surprise.
Was that McLean Stadium? I think.
I did not know that. I'm not even. I don't know the name of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Google.
I have heard a lot of good things about that stadium, though.
Yeah, that stadium took me off guard.
Yeah.
Number two is Alabama, and G know why.
Oh yeah.
They got the best grass.
State of the art.
Nobody got better grass than Alabama. I'm sorry.
We should have took our golf clubs out there.
Right. Like you can go play golf on their grass. It's crazy. And then, bro, the number one on my list, like to this day, is number one. I don't care what nobody say, and it's South Carolina, bro.
Carolina.
When they get them little when they do the little sandstorm with the towels, bro.
Damn terrible towels.
I never forget. I ran out there. So this had to be my red shirt. This had to be my red shirt freshman or sophomore year when we played at South Carolina. I just remember
2015.
2015. Yeah, 2015. So I remember running out the tunnel, bro, and I remember stopping. Like I remember running and then I stopped, and I was just like, "Yo, this is crazy!" Like everybody had a white towel, bro, and it was just like da 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 da.
I'm feeling it right now.
Hey, that song was crazy, bro. I don't know. So yeah, those my three, bro. And then, like I said, I don't play in so many states. I could have put Ohio State in there, bro. I could have put Tennessee in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got Baylor, Alabama, and South Carolina.
Oh wait, I think I just now connected this. The Ohio State game where Baker planted the flag.
Yes, that game was crazy,
okay,
bro.
wow.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't even
game.
think
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
it. Okay.
Yeah. That game,
man.
I snapped that game. That was a fun game. That was another fun game. Yeah.
That game was great.
What they call it, the shoe or something
The
like that.
shoe. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That was a 7 p.m. ABC game. Y'all know that was crazy.
Tuned in.
Yeah.
Hey, oh yeah, my boys are tuned in, bro.
That's our games. We watching Jeff.
Hey, I remember, bro. You, Zell, JoJo. I remember the reporters was asking y'all, like after practice, the reporters asking y'all, like, are y'all still watching Jeff games and stuff like that?
Yeah.
You had a calm little 82 yards in that game too.
You feel me? A little calm, little, you know what I'm saying? 5K, you know what I'm saying? I think, and then I had, man, I don't know. I think I probably had, I had a couple of good returns, so I had a good little return game. I don't know. That game was fun, man. That game was fun.
Yeah. Hey, you were.
And let me hear yours, G. Let me hear yours. I could have put the Swamp in there too. Hey, we played in a lot of good stadiums, man. Crazy, bro.
Yeah. That's what I was. Well, I'm gonna take Bama.
Let me hear yours.
I'm gonna take Bama out since you said them.
Okay.
But we didn't even really get the full experience. But I'm still gonna say it because we saw that big ass tiger coming out the stadium.
Oh, I was just about to say that. I missed that game. I didn't travel.
Yeah.
I didn't travel that game. Fuck,
and bro,
I didn't travel that game.
And side note, the food there, that was the best food that we had. That food was crazy. Pre-game meal. But let's see. So I'll start with, I'm gonna go number 3. I'll say LSU just because like they smacked us. They smacked us. So by like halftime, we didn't get the full
experience.
We didn't get the full experience. But I would say to them, just all the lights, everything. Again, the tiger, you running out and see a tiger, a live tiger right there, and like that's insane. That's something that you ain't gonna forget.
Facts.
2, I'll say the Swamp.
Night game at the Swamp is crazy.
Crazy.
Nighttime at the Swamp is crazy.
About that one right there. Side note, we're calling this game was so loud. The offensive coordinator he's calling the play. We are maybe 5 feet, if that, away from each other, and literally,
hear nothing.
I don't hear nothing. Like that game, all we could do was just sign
signals.
That was it. And then
what's your number 1 is?
What was that?
I said, what's your number 1?
Man, I gotta go with you too, bro. I gotta go with you
South
too,
Carolina,
bro.
crazy.
South Cat, them terrible towels. I remember after we picking them up, throwing.
Yes, after the game we picked
Rain on y'all parade.
Boy.
Yeah, I'm surprised Mississippi State wasn't on there because of the cowbells.
When I played, it's crazy because when I played at Mississippi State that one year, they was rebuilding a stadium.
Yeah.
So when I was in there, I think 2015, like half of the stadium wasn't even built yet.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a chance to see the full spill.
Yeah.
Of Mississippi State.
So y'all got to play number 1 Mississippi State too. Your freshman year.
Yeah, with that was G freshman year with that
your freshman year.
Yeah, that was G freshman year. That game was close at the beginning.
It was close.
You feel me? It was a close game.
They were shaking a little bit. You could tell.
They were shaking. They were nervous.
We brought
that's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. Like we can sit here and name like the top guys we played in college. Like, bro, I can go on. Like, bro, it was crazy. Like, it was so many top name guys, bro. Like, even to this day, like my top two favorite college players, the best college player I played against was probably Lamar Jackson and Todd Gurley. Like them two, that Todd Gurley was different in college, boy.
Yeah.
Different. Todd Gurley was different.
That's insane. So we'll wrap this up a little bit. We'll start. We'll have Chris lead us off, but quick hitters. So these are going to be mostly not even football. They're just going to be like something goofy.
Yeah.
So we'll let Chris start it off. We'll go back and forth with one each. We'll go 5 each.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
5 each for both of you two. Favorite food?
Chicken.
I'm biased. Anything my mom makes.
Okay.
My favorite food. Anything she makes.
Okay. Favorite vacation spot?
Ooh.
Somewhere tropical.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the tropics.
Hawaii?
Give it to me. I ain't never been there.
I ain't never been there.
I ain't never been there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, can it be like a dream vacation spot? I guess.
Yeah. If you haven't been there, anywhere.
All right, so Tokyo. Tokyo, Japan is the place that I really, really want to go to. It's still on my list. I'm gonna be there soon, but Tokyo.
Okay, I like that.
Favorite hobby out of sports?
Favorite hobbies outside of sports?
Yes. Favorite hobby outside of sports?
Listening to music, man.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, listening to music, fishing.
Oh, my boy did get into fishing.
Okay.
Hey, bass. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. Hey,
bass fishing?
I do some bass fishing.
Okay. I've been seeing Travis Hunter does a lot of bass fishing.
Hey,
even his big thing.
Yeah,
my boy out there.
That's right. I call him out.
That boy got all that land out there. That boy got to go on late, man.
Yeah, the NIL money's different now.
That's right. You stop the new they stocking their own lakes.
Me and Garrett always say this, man. If we had NIL when we was back then, we would have had a house in the same neighborhood as Stoops. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, that's right. That's
okay. I can't blame you though.
You feel me? Our house would have been in the same neighborhood as Stoops and them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Because we was already roommates, so it ain't nothing about cutting that rent. You know what I'm saying?
Let's cut the rent.
You feel me? That ain't nothing.
That ain't nothing.
Oh yeah. I have one like super goofy one. If you had to cut off one finger, which one are you going with?
Damn. So since I'm right-handed, I'm gonna cut my left. Oh damn, I can't do that. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna cut my marriage finger.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Oh, can't do that. Can't do that.
I ain't married yet, man. So nah,
but one day.
Damn. I can't cut nothing off my right hand. I'm gonna have to take something off my left hand. I'm trying to see. I think
I'll take my middle finger off.
Ooh, your left hand?
Left?
The left, yeah.
Your left
messed up.
And that's where you messed up, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the bones came out of these right here. Like,
damn, I remember that shit, dog.
Ooh.
Yeah. This man came. It was in the game. One of you came to the sideline and said something like,
it was practice.
It was the camp.
About to get red shirted.
Oh, you thought you. This was your freshman year.
I'm like, oh no, this game.
Bro, I'm hurt, and then he get hurt. I'm like, no. I remember that, bro. I remember my girl, and then he got hurt. I'm like, no.
Ow.
Yeah, man, this is going to sound crazy. I might cut my pinky off on my left hand, bro.
Pinky. I feel like that's got to be the go-to.
Yeah,
middle
of
my
pinky on my pinky.
Because I was thinking, but like, you know, like.
Because I dislocated my pinky, too, so I got hit by Calvin Pryor my freshman year, the safety at Louisville.
Oh, yeah.
That nigga popped my ass. I remember I came to the sideline. I was like, I think I dislocated my pinky. They looked at it. I was like, and I just turned my hand like this, bro. And they like put it back in.
Just popped it back.
I just turned my hand like I like, hurry up.
That's right.
Well, at least y'all are fully healthy now.
Thank God,
man. By the grace of God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Another quick question: if you had to play a sport other than football, what would you choose?
G already know what I'm gonna say. Yeah. I'm really a basketball player who so happened to play football.
That's right. That boy Hooper.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm doing full time now. Like you said, you like hobbies outside of sport. I was gonna say basketball because I literally play basketball every day now. That's like my cardio.
Yeah.
But yeah, growing up I had NBA dreams. and then I got to high school, and then it went to NFL dreams. So one of them was gonna happen.
That's right.
You
That's
feel
right.
me? One of them. It's cause like you, as you get older, you realize that like everything is mental, bro. Literally every single thing is mental. Like there's literally nothing that you cannot do unless you tell yourself you can't do it.
That's right.
Once you tell yourself you can't do it, then obviously you can't do it. But literally, there's nothing that's like not unattainable if you're literally telling yourself that. Like if I'm telling myself I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Like
do it.
so.
And I would say baseball.
Baseball,
My
okay.
boy did play baseball. Yeah,
Baseball. I played baseball all the way up until it's maybe my sophomore year in high school.
Okay.
Man, I just didn't like because it was so cold. Just cold. Just so cold. And then I'm in the outfield. It's boring. My stomach hurting. Eating too many sunflower seeds. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, bro.
Yeah, but baseball.
Yeah, Jeff, with you saying basketball, I do remember seeing that one of your sports heroes was AI. So,
Oh, yeah,
what was it
that
about
was-
Allen Iverson?
Oh man,
What was it about him?
Man, it was just like the culture.
Back-
AI was
yeah,
literally
yeah,
AI was literally the culture, man. It was
Yeah.
literally he was the first. I think he was like the first athlete that I was like that I can like remember me like knowing. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just so young. I remember I seen AI maybe like in 1999, 2000. So, you know, I'm only like 5, 6 years old. So seeing him, you know what I'm saying, balling. I remember my mom bought me a pair of AI shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I wanted to be like him bad,
Yeah.
bro. I remember I had braids like him growing up too. You know what I'm saying? So
He was the
he
cover
was
of like
just-
the first like 6 2Ks too.
you feel me, bro?
Yeah.
Man,
I got two. I actually got two AI tattoos. I got the you talking about practice, and I got the step over Tyronn Lue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I said, he was just the coach, bro. He was just somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that literally paved the way about how sports is now, bro. Literally, like
Agreed.
guys being able to dress up in games and do all this now and stuff like that. He started that, bro. Like
Yep.
he literally was the first person to do all that stuff and how sports is today. So he literally paved the way. Like I said, he was literally my first goal. He was my first goal.
Yeah, that's lit.
You should send some pics of you whenever you were a young kid. Having
Well, I gotta find them pics, man. I gotta find the pics in the archive.
Deuce, did you have anybody growing up, like an athlete that was like your number one, like the guy you looked up to the most?
Michael Vick.
Oh,
Michael
see
Vick.
there we go. Hey, it was either AI or Vic.
Michael
I was gonna
Vick.
say Vic.
That was
Vic.
that's the two.
You feel me?
Hey,
That's the two.
that's
Those was the culture, bro. Literally,
That's
bro.
it. Yep.
Those two guys are
Man.
the same. One's is basketball, one football.
Michael
That's it.
Jordan,
Man, yeah.
LeBron
Yep.
James.
Yeah, that is fire though. What about your all's favorite movie of all time?
Ooh, good questions, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
That's real good.
I know my favorite movie of all time. All right, I'm ready. My
what
favorite
you
movie
got?
of all time is Forrest Gump. It's number one. And the
Okay.
reason why it's the only movie where I can like experience all the emotions. I be happy, I be sad, I be mad as hell at Jenny. You know what I'm saying? I be, you know what I'm saying? I be, you feel me? I be so caring towards Forrest. It's literally the movie where I like experience all the emotions. Like it's crazy, bro. That's my all time. And it came out the year I was born, so that's another.
A lot of
hitter
good
right
reasons. A lot of good reasons. Okay, I get that.
Good. I say I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I'll go back. I'll say it, but I think I'll say Friday Night Lights.
Ooh, that's a great movie, boy.
Football, quality, that boy Booby Miles. You want to win?
Hey.
Put Booby in. I'm gonna make
You know
it
what I'm
spin.
saying? I'm gonna make it spin.
You know what I'm saying?
But he said, and he can throw.
And he can throw.
Hey, I got a fun fact about throwing when G get done.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
G, don't nobody throw the football farther than G. It's crazy, bro. Bro, I think this man threw like 80 yards one time. Bro, we did it. We used to do competitions, dog. I swear to God.
With the quarterbacks.
Throwing with the quarterbacks. And I just remember, like, I ain't know G can throw, G funny. Like, I ain't got no accuracy on it. But he can throw that bitch. He can throw it so far, bro. So I remember we were doing the competition. I was talking trash. I'm like, man, G, you can't throw it, man. No, blase. Bro, this man throwing 80 yards, bro. Like, I'm talking about this.
Go.
That
Wherever
baseball
it go,
background.
I just
That's that baseball background out in the outfield, ain't it? How did I feel?
There we go.
He was gunning down everybody in baseball.
and then
Alright.
catching. So it all makes sense. It all
makes sense.
coming together.
Hey, bro, my boy, hey, he won all the throwing competitions. Nobody beat G in the throwing competition. Nobody.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good question. That favorite movie.
Yeah. Did y'all have a favorite team growing up? NFL team growing up?
Yes, I'm a diehard Buccaneers fan still to this day. Diehard.
Okay.
It's funny because the first receiver that I liked growing up was Joey Galloway.
Oh
It
yeah.
went Joey Galloway, and then it went Keyshawn Johnson. You know, both of them played for the Bucks.
Man.
Yeah, so yeah, matter of fact, funny story, quick. It's gonna be quick. My first ever football game I ever watched was the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers and the Raiders.
Oh man.
Okay.
Man.
And the Bucks smashed them.
Yep.
So I became a fan. So I kind of asked myself, I'm just like, if the Raiders would have smacked the Bucks, would I would have been a Raiders fan?
That'd have been a lot different life.
You know what I'm saying? Would have been a lot different life. So I think,
totally different.
so watching that game and seeing how dominant the Bucks, so I was like, that's my favorite team right there. And then like I said, it's down the street from me. And then like I said, my boy, you know what I'm saying, my college QB, Baker's the quarterback, he's doing his thing, got paid, you know what I'm saying? So we got the right guy taking snaps back there. I've been Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my team to the end.
Okay.
That's good. I think favorite team. I think I've always been just like a player.
My boy been a player. Yeah, my boy been a player.
I think I've always been a player. Like nowadays, and I still don't have a favorite team, but I go for any team in Florida. Any NFL team in Florida. I'm rooting for them.
Liam Cohen with the Jaguars now.
What was that about the Jags?
Liam Cohen with the Jaguars now.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna catch the Jazz game. I gotta see T Hunter, man.
For sure.
I'm gonna catch me a Jazz game.
For sure.
And they might be playing in Orlando next year. I think when they redo their stadium, their home games. I think gonna be in Orlando.
Oh wow.
They renovating their stadium.
Yep.
That would be interesting.
So who's some of your favorite guys currently to watch?
In the NFL.
Yeah, because he said he was a players guy for you too.
Okay, for sure. Lamar Jackson for sure.
Number one.
Jamar Chase.
Okay,
great guy.
Yeah.
I love watching him. And I must have now. So I'll go back. It was Antonio Brown, AB.
Ooh, number one.
And yeah, that was number one before.
So y'all one all time.
One all time.
Yeah.
Yes,
AB.
Me and Garrett used to watch Antonio Brown workouts, bro, in college, bro. Literally watch it and then go imitate it. We did like the workout with him, Ocho Cinco, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss. It's on YouTube. We literally watch it and go imitate it.
Go do the same thing.
Go and do all the same drills that they did. That's literally all we did, bro.
That's before TikTok and all of the
way before that,
you
bro.
get a million drills right now. Just open up your phone.
Just open up your phone. Yeah. It's easy. It's way easier now than what it was back then, for sure. I would say those guys. I would say that's a few. That's a few. But those guys, those are ones that I'm clearing the day to make sure that I'm tuned in. Watching them.
I hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's a solid list. That's a very solid list.
Okay.
This one might be tough because this is also going to be a little bit of just memory of what the schedule is. If you had to lock in a prediction for Kentucky's season right now, what would it be?
Yeah. What? Can we walk through this? Can we walk through the schedule?
Yeah.
And then
we can
let's call them out, and then I'm gonna give. And then
I'm gonna let you know right now. We starting out 3-0 though. I seen the schedule. Let's. I'm about to say we got 3 non-conference games right to start the season already.
Yeah, the second's Ole Miss.
Oh damn, I didn't see that.
Yeah, we beat them last year.
Okay.
So we started with Toledo.
Okay, Toledo.
Dub.
All right.
Okay. Ole Miss.
Dub.
So who? I'm saying a dub, but who does is Lane Kiffin still at Ole Miss?
Yeah. Still there.
Who's the quarterback?
First year starter?
Austin
Simmons.
And it's his first year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kentucky
class kid. Okay. Eastern Michigan.
Dub.
3.
Then it's a bye week, and then at South Carolina. Y'all been talking about that one.
I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Let me keep it real with you guys. Cause Garrett knows this too.
Yeah.
South Carolina always dictates our season, bro.
That's very good.
That South Carolina game always dictate how the season's gonna go.
Yep.
Literally, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
When we lose against South Carolina, it's now when we beat South Carolina, we get those dubs against Vanderbilt as well too.
Yep.
This is the year when we shake back. I didn't like last year. It pissed me off because when we lost against South Carolina, I'm like, fuck, our season like that's the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year that game was not fun. That was
that
in
game was
the
not fun, bro.
That one
Not
at
fun.
all.
Not fun.
I was at my friend's wedding that day, so luckily I didn't get to watch.
yeah, but luckily.
Man.
Yeah, look,
Bro, I think I only watched like
me.
the first. I think I only watched like the first half, bro. I was just like, I can't take this anymore. I hate soccer. I hate those Gamecocks, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
So, what do you got? A win or a loss?
We lost last year, so we have to have this game this
we
year.
have to have it this year.
Y'all both 4-0.
4-0.
We're gonna start the season off 4-0. Yes. So
Okay.
everybody can
And
get off.
Georgia.
So everybody,
If we do
see,
that,
you know what I'm saying? That way, you know what I'm saying? That's when things get a little. You know what I'm saying? That's when things. But
Okay.
listen though. You know we're not gonna get blowed out though.
Right.
But one
That is
thing
true.
about it, Coach Stoops always have us ready for Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? We might take that L, but Georgia's gonna feel us. Like Kirby Smart say, those Kentucky boys come with it every time. You know, like he said in his press conference. Coach Stoops always had those boys ready. So
That's
He
right.
always gives flowers to the Cats for sure.
he always
sure.
get flowers
For
to the
sure.
Cats, bro. Always
Yeah,
get flowers
for
to the Cats. So we'll let Kirby have that one though.
All right.
Okay.
4-1.
So
Okay.
that's 4-1 right now. Then it's Texas at home.
Damn.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. You know.
Yeah.
That's the
I'll
game. That's the game we're gonna pull up again.
Hopefully we bring the good juju. But
Okay.
I'll say
Hey,
4.
but look
go ahead.
though. I do have an upset for us this season, bro.
Okay.
I think we have an upset up our sleeves, and the fact that Texas game is a home game, that kind of works in our advantage.
Okay.
It does. It definitely does.
That kind of
Commonwealth magic.
You feel me? That Commonwealth magic. I don't know what it is. Like, hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, somebody oversleep on Texas, or they play sheet get lost or something like that.
That's right.
Okay.
I seriously think Arch Manning gets overrated. Like that could be a hot take, but that's
what I'm saying. We still don't even, you know what I'm saying. We going off.
Really,
They going off last names. You know what I'm saying. They just
true.
because the last name is a Manning, they just think like, oh, he's going to be this and that. You know what I'm saying. The guy's talented now. I don't want to take it away from him. The guy has a talented arm, but it's like we got to see. You know what I'm saying. We knowing that you're the guy going into the season now. You know, last year was like, you know, Quinn Ewers, blase blase. But like now knowing that you're the guy, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to show it.
Yeah.
So if y'all had to lock in a pick on that, I know you said it might be an upset. What are you going with? Texas home.
I gotta see the rest of the schedule. Cause like I said, I got an upset, but I don't know if it's gonna be the Texas game.
Okay. We can come back to that one.
Yeah,
y'all both 4-1 right now.
4-1. We're gonna come back to that one.
All right.
Tennessee at home.
Tennessee.
Yeah, that might be the game I'm talking about. Then that might be the game that we get.
Yeah, that's the upset. That's the
I think that's the game we got to. Yeah, only like I said, it's at home, man. And then Tennessee is like, I hate that orange, bro. It's just like
still
Tennessee and Louisville is right there, bro. Like literally, like on the hate train.
Inside the pumpkin
you know
orange.
What I'm saying? Yeah, that's it. That's it ugly, bro. And what's that little song that the Rocky? What is Rocky Top? What is it?
Rocky Top.
Yeah, the Rocky Top. I'm so glad we ain't got to hear that crap because we playing in Kentucky, so we ain't got to hear that Rocky Top in Tennessee. No, but I'm giving. So like I'm saying, I'm gonna get Texas the edge, but we gonna beat Tennessee. What you think, G?
5-2.
I agree. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm there. 5-2.
Okay.
5-2.
5-2. Yeah,
That's
5-2.
Then we're at Auburn.
I don't, what Auburn got going on, man?
A lot of transfers. Great receiver room. They
got a good receiver room.
Yes, they have Jackson Arnold, the Oklahoma transfer. I don't know if you remember him from last year.
Yeah, I know my Oklahoma player. I know Jackson Arnold.
Okay.
He's nice though. Jackson Arnold nice. He's nice.
He hasn't been named the starter technically, but it's like him or Ashton Daniels, I think was his name, from Stanford. But they do have a great receiver room.
Damn, they sound like a lot of transfers. A lot of transfers.
A lot of transfers in
there. That's one of those games where whoever wake up fired up is gonna win that game.
Yeah,
that's just one of those games. Whoever wakes up like feeling invincible, you know what I'm saying? That's who will win that game. But damn, that's tough, man. It's at Auburn too.
But we played good. We played good. We
play good away though. Facts.
We play good away
against the wall.
Us.
Yeah, when it's just us. Damn, that's tough, bro. I want to give us that dub.
Yeah, I don't know
Gets
much
a
about
dub.
Auburn, so we can't just give it to them. So yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, five. What is it?
6-2.
6-2, bowling. We already bowling. We bowling by week 8.
6-2.
Well, I mean, no, we bowling by week 10. We got 2 bye weeks, so we bowling by what? Week 10, week 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. One that'll be close to home. Close to home mentally. Florida, but it's at Kentucky. Late in the year.
Hey,
This
W.
we finna do it. We finna
W,
yeah.
Hey,
Hey, yes,
Straight
I'm
up,
not wasting.
straight
I ain't
up.
wasting no time. No
Seven.
time.
You heard me.
Florida, bro. Then we beat Florida like 3 years in a row, 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
got killed last year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But hey, we back.
Duh.
I'm not wasting time with Florida. We being Florida.
Duh.
7-2.
Both
Wow,
y'all.
that's
7-2. All right. Tennessee Tech at home. W.
That's dub.
All right. 8-2 at Vanderbilt.
Bro, dub.
Yeah.
9-2.
Okay,
yeah,
9-2.
Well, we
This
rolling.
sounded crazy. We rolling.
And then at Louisville.
Wait, we don't play Georgia this year?
But
Did
that
you
was
say
earlier.
Georgia?
Yeah. You said
we
we
take
take
Georgia.
Okay. And then Louisville, I'm sorry, bro. I can't. There's no
Sorry,
way in
Merrill.
hell I can pick Louisville, bro. Like I'm sorry, like
Yeah, no.
You got to beat Vince.
10-2.
we got to
I'm
be
sorry.
Vince.
I'm sorry.
So what? That's 10 and what? What?
10-2. We're going bowling. we're going to the playoff.
We
If
for
do
sure.
it.
Hey, we for sure going bowling though for sure. If I can, if I the only game that's iffy to me is that Auburn game at Auburn, and what's another away game that you just said? No. What's another?
At
What's
South
another good away?
Carolina.
Oh,
I mean,
and at
Yeah,
South Carolina.
Y'all
Yeah,
had
those are them the only 2 games I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm confident about the
hesitant.
South Carolina game. Yeah, a little hesitant, you know what I'm saying? So 10-2, 8-4.
But the thing
Okay.
is, Jeff,
You
do
feel
we
me?
still
That's why
have
I'm at
that?
82, 84.
Do we still? All right, now I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Jeff,
Okay.
do we still have that same record if we lose versus South Carolina?
See, that's what I'm saying. We lose against
Ooh.
South Carolina, y'all boys.
That's
I'm looking
momentum
at,
swing.
I'm,
That's a
yeah,
big
I'm
momentum
looking.
swinger.
That South Carolina game is gonna dictate if we go 6-6 or we go 9-3, 8-4. No
Yeah.
lie.
That's good.
No lie.
Okay.
That South Carolina game is gonna let us know about these cats. I'm trying to tell you guys, bro. It's been like that for years. That South Carolina literally be dictating our. I don't know why it's like that, but it's been like that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that out of the last few years. I do think if we go 10-2 or 9-3, we're a playoff. Like,
Yeah.
We're locked in.
We're locked in for sure. We better be
yeah.
locked in. They be trying to cheat us though, man. It was a couple of years where Kentucky should have been ranked. 'Cause I think we started what that one year we started off. Was it that first year we beat Florida?
Well, it was like 4-0.
It was like 5-4-0, 5-0, and they still didn't rank us. I was like, bro, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what more they needed to see, honestly.
Yeah, what more do we need? What more y'all need to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that year was
I'm
crazy. That was a like 5-0 start. We almost beat A&M like right after that too. We lost that one.
Yes, bro.
They held us out even longer.
That's the thing about us. It's just like I get like the fans be like so frustrated, but it's just like, bro, we're not getting blown out. Like it's all close. Like we're in the games. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like obviously it's a play here and there that we can make. You know what I'm saying, to take us over the top, but it's just like Coach Stu does a good job of getting the guys ready. That's what people need to realize. Like with coaches, their job is to get us ready, but it's our job to go out and execute. You know what I'm saying? It's our job. We got to play. You know what I'm saying? The coach is not playing. So if you're seeing a semi-close game, it's just like the coaches did their job. Now it's like you get the point out like, well, that play wasn't made. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to that play wasn't made. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how you got to look at it. But then, like, you seeing we get blown out, and it's like, the coach didn't do a good job of getting these guys ready. Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
You feel me?
I remember a couple years ago against Georgia was a night game there, and we got blown out. But I felt like that game could have been closer if there weren't, some dumb decisions.
Yeah. Damn, what about that game we lost by like 1 point?
Man,
last year.
That was last year.
13-12. Yeah, 13-12 last year.
Bro, then they cheated us on the
pick six.
The pick six.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man,
that was crazy. That one will never be let go.
That game and the Florida game with Juice, them the 2 games, bro.
Those
the
two.
Florida game, that Florida game and then the Georgia game, bro, crazy, bro, crazy.
And last year could have gone completely different. They could have easily got 6 or 7 wins.
That South Carolina game, we lost to South Carolina and Vanderbilt for no reason.
Yeah.
No reason at all.
Couple more questions. What made y'all choose the numbers 9 and 13?
Man, I was supposed to be 7. I originally had 7, but Blaylock, the safety, he had 7, and then they were saying that like me and him was gonna be on the same special team, so I had to switch numbers. And then 13 was just given to me. So I wore 4 as my actual number. So I had to play a mind trick with my game and just be like, well, 1 + 3 = 4, so I'm gonna just ride with 13.
Okay.
That's literally how it went.
So what was 4 your number
D.
though?
Yeah, four is my number that I love dearly. But
What was that?
that
What's
was
that
my high
like?
school number.
Meaning behind that one? Okay.
No, it was just
Okay.
my high school number. That's something that I like really just stamped myself in. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a single digit number as well too.
Yeah.
Hey,
You feel me?
about to say-
You feel me? It's a single digit number, so it was just that type of thing. But yeah, like I said, it was just 13 was just thrown on me. It was just a number that was open, and I just looked at it as 1 + 3 = 4, literally.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, G was what you were 19? G,
I was
freshman year?
I was 19, so I knew instantly that I was getting rid of one of them. You know
Yes,
what
he
I'm
knew
saying?
it. Yeah,
Single
yeah.
digit. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
single digit guy. So drop the 1 and then that 9. Marco was winning.
Oh,
He was
yeah,
winning 9.
facts.
But then once
Facts.
I got rid of the 19,
He graduated.
single
Yeah.
digit. He was a single digit guy. It fit me good.
Yeah, I hear
The
you.
9's iconic, man.
Yes, sir.
9 and
Iconic.
13. Both of
Iconic.
y'all.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Understood.
Love.
Yeah.
I
guess that's it for me.
I have one
I'm
last
good.
question. The question is just what are y'all up to currently, and then
Great question.
the future, for y'all.
Yeah, for sure. So hey, you see me right here. I'm in scrubs. I'm in scrubs now. So I'm in the hospitals. I'm in a different field now, kind of the medical field. So I'm doing that, and what I showed y'all earlier, that was the lead that I wear in there. So with my Kentucky patch. So again, like I said, I'm repping,
Repping.
in the case.
Yeah.
Dog.
So so in that again,
Community
man, I got
work.
a wife and 3 baby girls.
Congrats.
So yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah,
So
congrats.
thanks, man. Thanks, guys. So enjoying life with them, making memories. Still staying connected with fellas like like Jeff, and continuing to make memories outside of what we've already done. And continuing to pay it forward. So that's right. And keeping on following God, man.
Yes, sir, man.
I love it.
Yeah, so me on the other hand, like I told you guys earlier, I got my degree in agriculture economics. One of my close friends, D. Gordon, he played like 12 years in the MLB. He started this thing called Black Sheep Farm. So now I'm a hydroponic farmer. You know what I'm saying? We grow leafy greens indoors like kale, basil, lettuce, oak leaf, and we like deliver to like hospitals and schools in the area. So that what I'm doing, like I said, hydroponic farming, and also too, like we're in the community with the kids. You know what I'm saying? We're training. You know what I'm saying? Putting on games to the kids and stuff like that. So that's a pretty much win. We kind of got our hands in a couple of, you know what I'm saying, jars here and there. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to, you know what I'm saying, just try to just pretty much try to keep ourselves busy. You know what I'm saying, and just literally just find a way to how we can impact in the youth. I ain't married. I ain't got no kid. I'm still out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he's cutting this finger off. That's why I couldn't cut that off.
Hey, I'm still waiting on the Lord to find love for you, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, again, like I said, man, like ultimately, you know what I'm saying? Community work, man, is what I love, man. Just being able to go out and do camps, you know what I'm saying? Help out any way that we possibly can, pretty much, man.
Yeah. And
For sure.
like I said, we appreciate y'all, doing community work, and we appreciate y'all also coming on to this podcast as well.
Man, hey, this was amazing, bro. You guys had awesome
Sure.
questions, bro.
Sure.
Love it, bro. Love it. You guys keep going, bro. We supporting you guys and everything you want. You hit us up anytime you want to do this again. If you want us to hit other guys up, you know what I'm saying? They guest appearance on here, you know what I'm saying? Let us know. Everybody loves Jeff and Juice, you know what I'm saying? They be, you know what I'm saying? We always been a trend, you know what I'm saying?
We'll bring them in.
You know what I'm saying? Saying trends and all that stuff. So for sure, man, we'll bring them in.
Whenever y'all are in Lexington next, definitely hit us up.
Hey, we're gonna be there. Hey, we looking to be in the Texas, bro. Texas games. Lock that in.
I do plan on trying to get to that one. So
yeah, we're gonna Yeah, we gonna be in the building for sure.
All right, I'll hit you all up
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
like Chris said, I appreciate you guys jumping on. Appreciate the kind words, man. It was awesome. We're just getting started, but what YouTube coming on was massive. Two legends, so
Two
it
Yeah.
hours,
was fun.
Hey,
2
Appreciate
hours
it.
talking.
love it, bro. Hey, you guys are doing a great job, bro. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up, bro. I can't wait to see how far you guys take this, bro. It's amazing, bro.
Oh,
Stay
we
authentic.
Thank you.
hey, maybe in the future in-person interviews, you know.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, the last time we was in Lex, we did it. Like I said, we hopped on Some Guy podcast was his first ever guest, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying, in person. So like I said, we in the air. Hey, once we lock in those days, so I'm gonna hit you guys up, let you know that we,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying, we in the city.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Sure, bro.
Thank you all.
Awesome.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
this is episode 12, wrapping up with conversations with Chris and Cameron. We appreciate Jeff Badet and Garrett Johnson joining us tonight. It's been a long episode, but a lot of fun. 2 hours nearly, but we
Yeah, a lot of good stories too.
Some good stuff. Hey, some good stuff. You know, clip it up for that. Clip it up for him. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll do.
We
For
appreciate
sure,
everybody
man.
watching on YouTube and of course listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But this is Chris Beesmore and also
Cameron Waddle and the guys.
and the guys
Yeah.
signing out.
Gang. Juice
Sure.
boys.
Juice boys.
Juice boys.
Thank
All
you
right,
all.
y'all boys, man. Y'all boys have a good night.
Same with you all.
All right. Thanks,
Yes,
fellas.
sir.
See you.
Yes, sir. All right, Juice.
Yes, sir.